The countdown has begun. US President Donald Trump will decide in just over a week whether to follow through on his threat to pull the United States out of a landmark nuclear deal with Iran. Even before taking office, Trump was fiercely opposed to the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. As Trump pushes to pull the rug out from under the Iran deal, a supportive ally in Tel Aviv is desperately trying to help make the case for a possible US withdrawal. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who's repeatedly branded the JCPOA as a bad deal, seems especially hard at work these days. Netanyahu seems willing to do anything to help his ally in the White House towards a withdrawal. The Israeli premier made a high-profile TV appearance on Monday with another one of his signature anti-Iran presentations. Netanyahu claimed he has acquired a trove of documents from inside Iran that shows Tehran was dishonest about its nuclear program.
A few weeks ago, in a great intelligence achievement, Israel obtained half a ton of the material inside these vaults. And here's what we got. 55,000 pages. Another 55,000 files on 183 CDs.
Netanyahu's announcement has raised more questions than it has answers. How did Israel get those documents? Why is Israel not sharing any of them with the International Atomic Energy Agency? The timing of the show put on by the Israeli premier is especially suspicious. Moreover, experts say there is absolutely nothing new in what Netanyahu revealed on Monday.
Netanyahu has been making these sorts of accusations for a very long time. At his press conference, the documents that he was showing on his presentation all predate 2003. When the American intelligence agencies, for example, assessed that Iran's nuclear program had ceased at that point. So what he is doing is resurrecting documents that are at least 15 years old.
Netanyahu was widely mocked by analysts and media outlets for his latest attempt to stir up anti-Iran hysteria. Iran's Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif took to Twitter calling the Israeli premier the boy who can't stop crying wolf. Later, the International Atomic Energy Agency also intervened. The IAEA said there are no credible indications of activities in Iran relevant to the development of a nuclear explosive device after 2009. Since the nuclear deal was signed in 2015, the IAEA has in many statements confirmed that Iran is in compliance with the terms of the agreement. The White House was quick to second Netanyahu's theatrics and enthusiastically supported his allegations. Zarif said on Twitter that President Trump is jumping on a rehash of old allegations already dealt with by the IAEA. Many observers believe Netanyahu is working in tandem with Trump to try and derail the atomic agreement. However, Netanyahu's interventions are doing little to make a case against Iran, given Tel Aviv's long history of false allegations against Tehran. Experts say Israel is in no position to intervene. The Israeli regime has had a covert nuclear weapons program for decades and is believed to possess hundreds of atomic warheads.
Hypocrisy is the word. Israel has had a nuclear weapons program, has had nuclear weapons for decades. They have never officially acknowledged that, although it's the worst kept secret in the world. As you said, they have not and have refused to sign the Non-Proliferation Treaty. They refused to allow any inspections of their nuclear facilities.
Meanwhile, the international community remains strongly supportive of the nuclear deal between Iran and the 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council, plus Germany.
The other signatories to the JCPOA, France, Britain, Russia, China, have all said that there is not any evidence that would justify terminating joint comprehensive plan of action. Trump has said he wants to do so. He's got to make a decision again on the 15th of May as to whether it will continue or not. Netanyahu is desperate for the Americans to resign from that deal, and he's not getting any support from the other signatories.
Iran has warned that it will respond firmly if the US administration decides to pull out of the deal. The coming days are crucial for the fate of the JCPOA.